Which is better? A Weatherby Vanguard or a Howa 1500? Is one better? Are they the same? I don't know. There seems to be a lot of argument about that. But that's what we're going to discuss today. Welcome back, bushwhackers. I'm not an expert on this. I've never talked to these companies and done in-depth research about what the actual differences are, but I can tell you from experience, from shooting them and owning them, they are slightly different. I know everyone's going to start blowing up and getting mad and yelling. A Weatherby Vanguard is just a Howa 1500. Well, kinda. Yes and no. Yes and no. Let's look into it. I've got several of each here. This Weatherby Vanguard. Now this model is you're not gonna. It's kind of hard to find. I found this at my local sporting goods store. Gray laminate. They make a laminate version that everyone can. But this gray one, I've had a few people ask where I got it. I got it at a local sporting goods store here. Yeah, you don't see this. It's not on the website. It's not one you see very often. So good luck finding it. Sorry for those of you who want one. In the Howa, I've just got your regular old Game King 2 package here with the Hogue stock. I also have a Howa 1500 right here. Now this is the Hogue stock, but this is a heavy barrel version, short heavy barrel version, or a varmint version you might call it. So those are the ones we've got to look at. So are they the same? In my opinion, no, they are different. Do I like one better than the other? Well, we'll get into that. I will start off by saying that I love both of these guns. They are great, overlooked, budget guns. Now, I know that Howa 1500s, they do make them now. Fiberglass stocks, carbon barrels, all that fenced. They can get expensive. Same with the Vanguards. They don't make the carbon stuff, but they have custom models of it that are a lot more expensive. But you can get you can find these guns for around $500 for the regular versions, like this one, and then a synthetic version of the Vanguard. This one, being the laminate wood, is a little more expensive, but not much over $500 for that one. So, does Howa make the Vanguard actions? Yes, they do. The Weatherby Vanguard, the actions, they're made by Howa. It's the same action, same really great action. There's no doubt about that. They are the same. They're similar. I won't say that they're the exactly same, but it's the same action. There's a little differences, and we'll get into that. So, on the Howa here, as you can see, the regular Howa 1500 action, same as the Vanguard. A couple minor differences on the Howas. It's the same bolt handle, but it's not knurled. On the Weatherbys, they do have knurling on here. I know it's probably like impossible to see, but it is on there, and it's not much, if anything, to even take note of, but it is there, and it is kind of nice to have that little knurling on there. On the Weatherbys, your bolt here is fluted. It is a fluted bolt on the Vanguards, which is nice. The idea behind that is if there's ever dirt or debris, it can get into those little grooves and keep the rifle from binding up. I've never had that issue on a Howa, but that is a nice little addition there. As you can see on the Howa, they don't have that. It's just a straight round bolt. Although they come from the same piece, there's a little more done to the Weatherby's bolt, as you can see. I will add, when it comes to the actions, now after you shoot these guns and run them a lot. The bolts on the Howas, they really smooth up. This gun, I don't know, I've had for quite a few years. It's just slick and right up. It's a nice action. I've had it shot it a lot. This one happens to be a 308. Great gun. But right out of the box or right off the shelf of a store, you will notice that the Weatherby actions tend to be smoother. Not that the Howas are bad. The Howa is still a great action, but they're sometimes a little more noisy. A lot of the times they have a zipper noise to them. I don't know how else to explain it. They're not quite as smooth. They've got a little bit of a zipper noise going on. I've never had that with a Weatherby, and I've messed with a lot of them off the shelf. They seem to me smoother. On top of that, I will add that from my experience, the Weatherby actions right off the shelf seem a little tighter. Like there's not as much wobble here in the bolt. They just seem to be a little bit tighter compared to the Howas that, although very similar, sometimes there's a little more slop in them. Not much. It's almost negligible, but it's there. On top of that, what are the other differences? Well, the Howas usually come in 22 and 24-inch barrels with the Magnum chamberings. With the Vanguard, your short action chamberings, 308 style, it's a 24-inch barrel, so you're getting a little bit longer barrel out of the Vanguard. Now, whether or not the barrels are the same barrel, I'm not sure of. If you know, comment down below. That's one thing that I looked into, and I'm not sure if I heard some people say they're the same. I heard some people say they're not. I'm not going to tell you because I don't know. They seem very similar. Whether or not they're actually the same barrel, I don't know. They seem to be of similar quality. But with the Weatherbys, you're going to get a 24 or 26-inch barrel. So, a lot of people prefer having shorter barrels nowadays, but if you're really looking to get more velocity, the Vanguard is going to be the way to go on that. Other differences, obviously, are the stock. Now, I know the action is the same, barreled action, whatever. The Vanguards made by Howa. I've already explained to you why I think the Vanguards are a slight upgrade. The bolt seems to be a little smoother, tighter tolerance. It's fluted. It's got the knurling. Pretty nice. The stocks. I actually do like the Hogue stocks. They feel nice. They've got a good grip, obviously. They actually feel pretty nice to shoulder. They feel pretty good, natural. They're not the stiffest stock. Up here, you can see it's free floated all the way down, which is nice. But they're a little flimsy. They will move on you. As where on the Weatherbys, now this is a wood stock, so it's a little different. This one actually is free floated on the wood, but it's being wood, it's very stiff. On the synthetic versions of the Vanguards, they are not free floated. A lot of people complain about that. Guess what? The Weatherby Vanguard stocks that are not free floated are great stocks, and they are super accurate. One thing I like about the Weatherby stocks is that they are super rigid. They have a lot of them. All right, sorry, I had a little technical mishap there. Anyway, what I was saying, a lot of the Weatherby Vanguard stocks, they come with the rubber inlays up here and down here in the grip, which is nice. And the ones that aren't usually have some kind of webbing on the stock, or at least they have some kind of texture here and here, which is really nice. But to me, the Weatherby stocks, the way they have the comb up here, the Monte Carlo comb that's a little bit higher, they have a palm swell in the grip, and then a little bit, it's still a flat, kind of slimmer forend, but to me, the Vanguard stock is better. When people ask, are you really getting anything more out of buying a Vanguard over a 1500? I would say absolutely yes. And even though I love the Howas, I would never discourage anyone from buying one. In fact, you all should. If you can find a Vanguard for the same price as a Howa, roughly, I guess it's a preference thing. I would pick the Vanguard simply because I like the really rigid, sturdy stock, and the feel of it is a little better, in my opinion. I like the way it fits me. So overall, is there a lot of difference between the two guns? Not really, but there is enough to take note of. Well, so many people just keep saying they're the same thing. They're the same thing. I would never buy a Weatherby over that one. I can just get a Howa for cheaper. Are the Weatherby Vanguards come out of the Howa factory? Yes, but they're sent them over here. Weatherby assembles them, builds them. I think it's a step up on the Weatherbys. Just having, once again, the knurling, the fluting on the bolt, the stocks. It's an upgrade. In my opinion, it's an upgrade. If you disagree, feel free to let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings about it. I love these guns. As you can see, I own several of them. I hope to own another Vanguard in the near future. As soon as if I do, I'll do a review on that one. I'm hoping to get a synthetic version one here shortly, and we'll do a review on that. Maybe we'll do some videos of going out and shooting these and comparing them. If you want to see that, let me know. If you want to see more shooting videos, let me know. We'll go do some shooting videos. I love doing that. Just touching on that, on the shooting, the accuracy between the two, it is what it is. They're both really accurate. I'm not going to say one has an upgrade on the other as far as accuracy goes. The Howa's free-floated, get great accuracy. The Weatherbys typically are not, but the accuracy is just as good. I'm telling you, they're both great. They're super accurate. They're as accurate as you can shoot them, or as accurate as the ammo you can find to put in them right now. Or if you're a hand loader, you're in really good luck. Because if you can hand load, you're going to get tight groups out of either one of these guns. They're both great. Anyway, those are the differences between them. So, thought a lot of you might be interested to know. There it is. We'll catch you on the next one.